Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all having a great day. Now you're all doing well. A bit of a backdrop before I dive right into this. So when Bitcoin, the original Bitcoin, was first forked, it created Bitcoin Cash. Part of this undertaking was done by someone by the name of Roger Ver. Whenever Roger Ver talks about Bitcoin Cash, he refers to Bitcoin Cash simply as Bitcoin. And whenever he refers to the original Bitcoin that we all are well aware of, he refers to that as Bitcoin Core. Now, over the last couple of months, this has caused a lot of confusion because a lot of people who are looking to buy the number one coin, Bitcoin, when they go to the official, if you want to call that official Bitcoin website, there are usually, it's not easy for them to do this because Bitcoin Cash is listed as Bitcoin, and what Roger Ver calls Bitcoin Core, the original Bitcoin, is simply listed as Bitcoin Core. Whenever he goes on TV, whenever he talks about it, whenever he boasts about Bitcoin Cash, he says how it's more superior than Bitcoin Core, which he calls the original Bitcoin. Hope everyone is still following. Long story short, he forked Bitcoin, made Bitcoin Cash, refuses to call Bitcoin by its original name, and has only called it by Bitcoin Core since the inception of Bitcoin Cash. Once again, hope you're all following. Last night, something miraculous happened, as a lot of people have been so confused and so annoyed by what Roger Ver has done because he has simply torn apart the original Bitcoin community because of his, what he says is Satoshi's original design for the entire project. A group of developers last night have created BTCC, which is now known as Bitcoin Core. This is significant because whenever Roger now goes on TV and he discusses about Bitcoin Core, he will be talking about this coin and he will be forced to call Bitcoin, the number one coin, simply as Bitcoin. So this is, I read this and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. So here we go. The first steps of Bitcoin Cash as an altcoin were marked by a deep philosophical rivalry that divided the community into two factors: the followers of the original blockchain and the followers of a fork that was aiming to take over its predecessor. These are the, it's Bitcoin fork attempts. This is the original chain of Bitcoin that we have here, and these are the other forks that have resulted from it. When a fork like Bitcoin Cash is born, it is normal to see a difference in criteria and a discussion about their values. However, in the case of BTC versus BCH, the situation escalated as a result of unethical tactics employed by its biggest promoters. Among this group, the most notable is Roger Ver, who is an entrepreneur known for being one of the first investors and promoters of Bitcoin. After the fork's birth, he sold a part of his Bitcoins to substitute them for Bitcoin Cash. However, the reason behind the Bitcoin's community criticism is that as a result of his previous activities, Mr. Ver began to use Bitcoin's media to promote the altcoin of his choice. The discussion seems to have steered to more childish than technical. The group of Bitcoin Cash followers began calling Bitcoin as Bitcoin Core, the name of the Bitcoin client software. On the other hand, the group of Bitcoin followers started calling Bitcoin Cash simply as Bcash, something that seems to drive Mr. Ver crazy. If you have time to watch this interview, it's actually very interesting. I don't know what exactly set him off, but whenever someone calls Bitcoin Cash Bcash, he literally loses his mind, and it's quite a sight to see. And while Mr. Ver thinks it's offensive and rude to change the name of Bitcoin Cash to Bcash, he considers it perfectly reasonable to change the name of Bitcoin to Bitcoin Core and even list Bitcoin Cash as Bitcoin. There was actually a lawsuit that was people tried to raise against him. I think they got a couple hundred signatures because people were going to his website thinking that they were buying Bitcoin, the number one coin, when in fact what was being sent to their wallet was Bitcoin Cash. The situation, which came close to going to legal extremes, even led Mr. Ver to say that babies are literally dying because of Bitcoin and that the adoption of Bitcoin Cash was a life or death situation. He actually said these words. I remember this happening as well. A few days ago, a tweet caught the attention of the crypto community, and thus Bitcoin Core was born. The birth of such a polemic altcoin has caused a lot of reactions ranging from confusion to a kind of mischievous fun. I looked deep into this and I think it's probably the best thing that's happened to forks in a long time. Even if this had become the first fork after the Bitcoin, I don't think it would have had as much significance as it does now. For months, Roger Ver has constantly spoken about Bitcoin as Bitcoin Core. So the fact that they've actually created a Bitcoin Core just kind of warms my heart. And a lot of people on Twitter who have been reacting to this as well. I'm not going to play any of the files, but it's actually quite amazing. However, beyond exposing the double standards of Mr. Ver's advertising strategies, the new crypto seems to pursue a more serious motive to prevent Bitcoin Cash followers from referring to the original Bitcoin by another name. For that, they are using the strategy of promoting Roger Ver as part of their team and take their words as if they were legitimately referring to this crypto and not seeking to deceive the public. Think about that. As many times as he's been on CNBC and other places, he's constantly referred to Bitcoin Core, which is in essence an altcoin because Bitcoin's name is not Bitcoin Core. So now that he has, if you go back through all the lists and all the other times that he's spoken about Bitcoin Core, he's essentially been promoting this project that was just launched. The Bitcoin Core team has also taken its work seriously, both trolling and developing. They have already released their official wallets, published their code in GitHub, and have managed to be listed in several exchanges. Right now, Bitcoin Core is traded at around $10 US. Its total market cap is around only 50,000, but as expected, it keeps growing every single day. This is the what's it called? The forum post that I found about it. It says Bitcoin Core BTCC is open source, peer-to-peer electronic cash. Bitcoin Core is a fork from Bitcoin. Bitcoin Core BTCC was nourished through a labor of love in preparation for this mission. Bitcoin Core is an upgrade of Bitcoin Classic. The true vision of Bitcoin Core is to complement Bitcoin and run alongside it by acting as an express lane for core value, speed, and privacy. One of the main things, like I said, this is brand new. No one knows what's going to happen to this coin. But what caught my attention is that every other altcoin that has forked from Bitcoin has claimed to be better than Bitcoin. And what's significant here is that they keep saying that they're made to complement Bitcoin the same exact way that Litecoin is made to complement Bitcoin. They do not care to usurp Bitcoin, unlike a lot of other coins, but that's another topic for another video. But it's very interesting to see exactly what they're doing and if this will eventually succeed. I'm going to try to remember, you guys know I'm horrible at that, to post some of these links in the description below so you guys can check it out yourself. They also have their wallets also available. This is not a paid advertisement, by the way. I feel like as I was clicking through the things, I was like, someone's going to be like, he's being paid for this. Not being paid. Don't know these people. I think it's very significant because I am tired of the Bitcoin Cash war. And I don't think that Roger Ver was going to stop anytime soon. I could see a future 3 years down the line where he was continuously calling Bitcoin Core. So the fact that Bitcoin Core has now been released, that it's slowly picking up over the last couple of hours is actually great. A couple of exchanges that actually have Bitcoin Core to be able to buy it. One of them is Crypto Bridge. I think the only exchanges that are actually listing it at the moment are actually decentralized exchanges, which is absolutely wonderful. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for this video. I'm sure a couple of people have seen things floating around about Bitcoin Core. No one knew exactly what it was, and now you know. It's going to be very interesting to see if this ends up taking off. To be fair, even Bitcoin Gold is like $50 or something like that, and no one's even using it. But I have a feeling that if enough people get behind this could see a huge major upswing. Once again, not promoted. I'm just very happy that this was actually made, and it's only a couple of hours old. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys have a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you once again for all the support. If you have a chance, look into this because it actually is kind of amazing. And I will talk to you all soon. See you.